to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. From inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, us talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Matt Rule delivered Nebraska's first winning season since 2016, but they lost 5 games by a single possession. Now Rule's going to have to find a way to win those close games.
They got to find a way to win the close games. They made the change last year down the stretch at OC, and now does that pay off? Because I think we all believe we watched Dylan Raiola, and he's got something to him, Palmer. He's got that special to him. You can see it in spurts, but we got to get it more consistently.
This was a program that didn't look very good a couple of years ago, and what a difference 1 year makes. All of a sudden, this team believes. There's a lot of discipline, and a lot of that comes from Coach Rule, but you're right, David. That swagger that Raiola brings this offense, it just makes them different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Easy. Toss to the outside.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they bend their north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You always have to push the ball down the field. 11 QBs, drop back, look at it match matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Check. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the toss. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
With jet sweep pass. And they catch it and will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it. With physicality, punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the lone back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air. It's Edwards. Here's the pressure. And Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the punt, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll finish the drive in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! A quick strike, just as we expect.
Hey, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that brief scoring drive. And they finish it off with a 14-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to throw on the first down off the play fake. And that one's incomplete.
Unfortunately, with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to team. Things working pretty well for this defense. Out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy. And getting him on the ground.
And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They'll finally drag him down, but not before. To the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The quarterback may change this route. The toss sweep to the right. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Green 25.
The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Barney. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, lost the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Johnson. It's a running one. He stopped just short of the goal line at the run. An explosive play has him set up.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The extra point, they're up 21-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Complete downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Badger. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 17. Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense.
29 Philly.
Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that top hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Badgers will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hit their guys, hold their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Edwards. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To throw, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. Go.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
The
The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. points go on the board before the end of the half. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in a split backfield. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Barney. They second down. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Cricket.
Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Turning it on. Finally corralled at number 4. He picks up the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Easy.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Drives the back and leaves it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
Wisconsin, 13.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
He's got it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Badgers decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Raiola. a flag. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Pass completion move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Pick up the 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open that little period here on 3rd down. Through the air, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the ball alive. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big, 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the move, it's Hines. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This is the moment for this offense to put the drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game. When you're trailing right now, you've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as well.
Makes the catch at the 20.
coverage. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in
to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to pass. It's Edwards. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Long field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chance going.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Nelson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. And now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play and be more aggressive here and try to get the football back to your offense?
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easy. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The give to the back. Snowed under by the defense.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all
Raiola. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get into the quarterback, and he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. He's loose. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to beat him to the left. It's a single. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
42 Spider.
Trying play action. Dances away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And the sideline celebration is on, and they get the lead in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting into. One more stop, and this one's over.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And they only need a field goal. They have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
QB Swanson. No gain on the play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Catch in the middle is Anthony. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Now on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there. They'll have what to do to get the first down.
No gain on the play.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes zero, and that will do it for this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.